G'day guys, this is Captainoob here with the 2-shot violent Gatling laser. Now, the user who sent this one in said the recoil was going to be pretty bad, so let's go and find out if it is. And, nope, recoil's fine. Easily manageable. There we go. Don't have to do that much pulling down on the mouse to get this to stay on target, so I'm pretty sure this weapon is nice and fine. Although the only problem that I'm seeing so far is that the lasers are spraying absolutely everywhere, which makes precision shooting at range probably going to be a problem as we go and take out that gunner. Alright, heading down here, switch up to third person, and you can see just how much the lasers spread as I'm hitting basically all around her, which is kind of funny. So if accuracy isn't your strong point, then this weapon is definitely for you, because this thing will put lasers bloody everywhere. So we'll go ahead and shoot this guy until he dies, like usual I suppose, and we can concoct from that little demonstration that, you know, this thing is going to be a very, very close range weapon indeed, sort of like a Gatling laser shotgun of sorts with all the lasers flying everywhere. No sneaky for a Gatling laser since it's a loud and proud laser spitting monster, so crouching here is probably not going to do us a lot of good. What we'll do is we'll take out any guns around, and luckily for us, we're at the health threshold now, where we can go straight into Nerd Rage, and hopefully catch all these gunners without extra damage. Excellent. Poorly timed reload there, probably should have put another fusion core in it earlier, but as you can tell there, we've got a little bit of health back from taking out all those gunners during Nerd Rage, which is really cool. Realistically, if you wanted to use Nerd Rage well, you could actually get yourself injured to the point of Nerd Rage, then kill a bunch of people to get your health above that 20% threshold, then get yourself hurt again back to 20%, and then you could get that damage bonus for, you know, twice, 3 times. You could chain it right up, which is really good. Coming into these last couple of gunners here, you get to see that this thing comes into its shotgun form right there as I'm spraying everywhere, so definitely a point blank weapon this is. And there we go, we've got another Nerd Rage for us as we go up and spray some more lasers at a legendary gunner's face. What have we got up here? Nothing. Looks like a bloody mess sort of bloody killed everything for us, which is nice. For those of you who haven't seen the last perk of last level of Bloody Mess proc, there it was. You've just witnessed it. So there we have it, a Peter Hicks weapon with 2 legendary effects, a Gatling laser with violent and 2-shot, turns out to be a good weapon against mobs, provided you are close enough at range. So, let's go find an enemy that's not as good to encounter at close range and see how we do there. I know what you're thinking now. You are probably thinking of Swannon, and if that was the case, you are indeed right. Alrighty, so let's go up and try to kill him with our 2-shot violent Gatling laser. Now this might take a little while because while the Gatling laser is sort of powerful against mobs, I don't think it really has the power to deal with a big abomination like Swan too easily. That being said, that the massive spread of the lasers is actually coming quite in handy over there, or rather I'm not seeing much of the drawbacks of it because Swan is such a big target, so a lot of the bullets that would usually go astray when fighting regular enemies will hit him because he's such a large lad and will take all of the bullets that you can fire at him. Hey, it's no wonder I keep fighting this guy, it's impossible to miss. Anyway, we'll go ahead and keep on shooting him from here. We've gone back into caution for a split second there, and right as that rocks come in, we'll go ahead and just get a nice crit on him, and some more VATS defense will help us out, because taking damage is probably one of my least wanted things to do right now, if you could believe. So, after his little slam there, we can go ahead and escape. Looks like we managed to avoid one of his rocks there, which is even better. So far so good on the avoiding Swan's old attacks. We'll go ahead and shoot him some more out here now. Again, that laser spread pretty much taken care of by the sheer volume of this target. So not having any problems taking him out from here, and the damage is actually surprisingly good. It's better than I thought it would be. We'll go ahead and shoot him from here, duck behind this little wall here so we don't get smashed by a massive boulder, and again. And he's putting his face shield up, which means he'll stay nice and still, and we get to another couple of rounds on him before he throws another rock. So now he's approaching, which means he's probably going to be in slamming distance for his little anchor there. So we probably want to back off from that. Alright, let's see, have we got him nice and stuck? No, it looks like he's found his way out of it. And conveniently, that house stopped another rock from getting to us, so getting quite lucky on our dodges right now, but we're still in danger, which means the fight isn't over. That being said, we are currently slipping out of it, and if we can lure him over to these bears over here, which will cause quite a ruckus with him. Alright, looks like that plan worked already, so we'll go ahead and shoot Swan some more. Looks like he wasn't totally distracted on them because he's right back to hunting me down. So quite the laser spongy individual he is today, but you know, the Gatling laser isn't known for being the highest damaging weapon. Compared to what it was back in Fallout 3 in New Vegas, this thing really doesn't compare to the level it was on when compared to other weapons. I remember getting Vengeance from Deathclaw Sanctuary and being blown away by its power, but you wouldn't see anything like that with a Gatling laser from Fallout 4. You'd have to increase the base damage threefold before you see anything like that. But I digress. As you can tell here, we're nice at shooting. I think we've got him in a bit of a glitch spot here, but it looks like he's in range to slam when he does, but for whatever reason his AI is saying, nah, can't get him there, even though the hammer is currently clipping through the roof. But as you can tell there, even though I used about 14,000 fusion cores to kill him, he will eventually die if you shoot him enough. I mean, I think that goes for everything, but Swan certainly took a long time today, and here are these bears. Looks like they didn't want to get involved, so we'll go up and mess them up. See the earthquake stagger of the Yao guy there causes you worse screen shake than a Battlefield 4 soldier in Operation Locker. But enough about that. So there goes Swan. We'll try one more monster and see how we go. Let's go ahead and test this bad boy on a creature that is a lot faster and a lot less stupid than Swan. If you can believe a crab has more intelligence than a super mutant. So we'll get started off, and there's the short range efficiency of this weapon really biting us there. As you can see, lasers are going absolutely everywhere and we're getting barely any hits at all. Luckily for us, we've got the fusion core perks, which will allow us to get double the usage plus a little bit more out of the repaired bubble head, so I don't think we'll have to worry about running out of fusion cores anytime soon. So we should be in danger pretty soon, but as I can tell from shooting this giant Mirelurk here, he is susceptible to stagger. So what that means is we can go in nice and close, and as long as we're shooting at him with all of our bullets, I can have no fear that we'll be able to kill that Mirelurk Killclaw Overlord nice and easily. Now the only bad thing here is he's got cronies for me to fight with too, so I have to quickly get him staggered, then switch targets immediately before he even tries to claw me like I did there. Luckily I didn't take any damage there due to the Unstoppables magazine, I would imagine, so we were kind of lucky on that little section there to keep him nice and staggered. But I believe this is a real strength of this weapon, is its ability to stagger. Obviously the heavy weapons perk gives you a little bit of a chance to stagger every time, and obviously with more bullets flying around you've got a more chance to stagger. I mean, this is staggering just like a staggering Gatling laser, but you've got all this damage to go along with it, so there you go. This thing completely obsoletes any staggering versions of a Gatling laser. Looks like we've outpathed him there, and instead of shooting at his shell, we'll wait until he comes around and we'll shoot him in the face once again. So one thing about Mirelurks in this game, I think it's their energy resistance is a lot lower than their ballistic resistance, so we're hitting him a little bit harder than you would if I was using a minigun right now. Obviously the minigun, we'll just reload in VATS here because exploiting the game is fun. That's a cool exploit you can do. Yeah, where was I? Ah yes, I was trying to not get clawed by that Mirelurk as you come and clawed me. Going on about the heavy weapons in this game, so if you compared this to a minigun, despite it being, you know, lower tier, I think you'll get the same sort of results out of it, just with lower damage but less effectiveness against Mirelurk. Hold on. Nope, looks like I was wrong. Maybe this Maybe they do have less ballistic resistance and energy resistance. I need to check my facts. Anyway, so that was the violent two-shot Gatling laser. So a pretty good weapon to have in your arsenal if you're in the mood for staggering things until they die and don't feel like using a staggering weapon because that'd just make it too easy. So if you'd like this weapon in your game, be sure to check out the description. I'll have links to the mods for each platform. So PS4 guys, you've finally got a weapon you can use, so isn't that great? Thank you for watching, guys.